The search is still on to find this man, Carson Peters. He is accused of murdering 3 people and injuring another at a home in Danville yesterday. The Morgan County Sheriff's Office says they believe he is with this woman, April Hanner. They say both Hanner and Peters should be considered to be armed and dangerous. And authorities say Hanner and Peters are believed to be driving a black 2013 Chevrolet 1500 pickup truck with Alabama tag 52GL447. Our Kenesha Dees has the latest on the investigation and those who were killed.
Behind me is the road that leads up to the home where 3 people were shot and killed last night. I spoke to some neighbors who say they knew about the folks who lived in the home. The shooting happened just before 7 p.m. on 6870 Flint Creek Private Drive in Danville. Decatur police identified the victims as 54-year-old Teresa Lynn Peters, 55-year-old James Edward Miller, and 50-year-old Tammy Renee Smith. There is a 4th victim who was taken to Huntsville Hospital by air. I spoke with neighbors who knew both the suspect, Carson Peters, and the victims. They chose not to go on camera. However, a friend to the victim's relative says they're shocked by the triple murder. Another neighbor says she knew Peters for 12 years. She says something must have triggered him because it's just not like him. The neighbor described him as good with kids and always kind. Authorities believe the shooting was a domestic situation. The Decatur Police Department is handling the case, with Morgan County Sheriff's Office and Aaliyah assisting. And Peters is charged with capital murder. We'll continue to keep you updated as more information becomes available to us. Putting the Valley first, Kenesha Dees, WZDX News.